said, ain't no way my legacy is going to these white chillins.
Yes.
He said, are we all gonna pretend we don't see it?
Hi, I'm Jessa.
And I'm Alex.
And this is Jessa and Alex Watch
House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode 8, Lord of the Tides. And he sailed across the 7 seas of Westeros. He's Lord of the Tides, Lord of the Tides, coming to get his queen. I don't know what happened, what that was, and I don't even know really like who that song was about, but that's my prediction for the episode. So,
well, it makes me concerned because the Lord of the Tides presumably is Corlys Velaryon, so hope he doesn't die.
I am so excited for this episode, y'all. This last week's episode really threw me for a little loop-de-loop and pull.
It was amazing. It was such a good episode. Oh,
and like looking back on it in the edit, I was like, oh my god, everything was stunning. Everything was immaculate.
Yes. But that huge set piece of a final scene with all of them together in that throne room, like a play, just maneuvering back and forth and around each other. And it was gorgeous. It was
excellent. And you might have noticed that my roommate Ben and I are watching Game of Thrones on my solo channel. This was a really smooth segue, but I promise you it matters.
It was beautiful. It was.
I've been watching how they wrote the old Game of Thrones and how they write this show. Now, in the old Game of Thrones, because it's based on a novel and because George R.R. Martin is such an excellent master of dialogue and characters and dialogue, it's really driven a lot by the words, obviously, because it's a novel. Yeah. So a lot of the characters are speaking in riddles and weaving stories. And that's how they're telling things. Like Cersei likes to dance around things and then get her final stab in, or Tyrion is very upfront, but he's always like doing it in a humorous way. I don't know. The symbolism is coming from like their dialogue itself. It's very literary. Now, this show, on the other hand, is very theatrical. Like the dialogue isn't really like metaphor driven, and when it is trying to do the metaphor driven style of Game of Thrones, it really is not at its best. It's at its best when it's like a ping pong match playing between characters and letting their phenomenal cast that they have really get to sit in a room and play with each other and let their like space in between the scenes and the story in between the dialogue tell the greater narrative. And so I think it's really interesting watching these both together and seeing what they're focusing on and seeing their different, like the different writers and styles at work to make the shows successful in their different ways. It's really cool.
That was great analysis. I think the moment over everything, the moment that has stuck with me is Allison and Rhaenyra like in that clinch when Rhaenyra says like exhausting, wasn't it? Like hiding behind her morals or however it is exactly.
And she says it, and then you as you are.
Yes, and the look on Allison's face is so fascinating because there's so many layers of like she's genuinely like shocked and hurt by it, and then she sort of like comes to herself in the fact that she has just fully pulled a knife on someone in front of everyone and is screaming her head off. It was just gorgeous acting, fantastic scene, delicious. I loved it.
Incredible. And the fact that Rhaenyra isn't even scared. She's just been sliced in the arm and she stares at Allison, her old friend, in this embrace, and she says, like, basically like, look what you've become.
Yes.
And that switch of Rhaenyra, like you see, like in that moment, I saw young Rhaenyra, the like wild and crazy and like really impulsive, unrestrained dragon, and the like cool-tempered, sweet, placating Allison, and like how completely those roles were shifted in that moment when Rhaenyra was really keeping her cool and being like, I don't have to destroy you because you've destroyed yourself was just like such good storytelling.
Yes.
I love the show
I am
so much.
See now though that Rhaenyra and Daemon are together, because Daemon has also been fairly chill in the last couple of episodes for Daemon. He only did one murder. So I'm interested to see now that they're together if they're gonna just become absolute lunatics.
Yeah, I do miss a little bit of the chaotic Rhaenyra, and I've been chalking that up to Harwin seeming like a really like chill guy.
Yeah.
And like now when she's with Daemon, I want to see a little bit of that chaos come back.
Yeah. Same. I think we should see what we're going to get into in this episode.
Let's soar right in, or let's sail into the episode. I'm sailing. And now I'm flying. And what does Allison do? I'm stabbing. Ooh, what an excellent drone.
That followed. Ship's maester said he burns from within.
We got grandbaby right next to her.
So after Laenor's supposed death, they've been separated for 6 years.
The closest kin he has left.
Be careful, good brother. None can take your words for treason.
By a man whose ambition has brought down on us calamity after calamity. My brother...
This is hard. He's basically speaking her words back to her.
And while I should like your support, I do not need it.
Ooh. Now that does sound like treason, young man.
But it's not a king who sits the Iron Throne these days, good sister. It's a queen.
Oh, Allie.
Bernice, you are always turned out, and that dress is stunning.
I know. I also love their family color. It changes every week. Sometimes it's blue of the sea. Sometimes it's a gold moment.
Yeah. Whoa, cool.
Oh my gosh, this feels like
127 hours. Wouldn't that be a wild twist?
Why have we both seen that film? It's not really something that we would watch.
No.
Are they having a baby? I like this too, like getting to see this business of them preparing for... What did I say in our text chain? We'll show up next week and they'll have triplets.
Yeah, exactly.
3 eggs!
Demijot Hanilix Rotulja. Maester Kesimadas, Sir Mastas and Driftmark Abrasma Baila.
I think it's really interesting. The girls have split up. Baela is staying with her grandmother, and Rhaena is with her dad.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Great dress.
Draniot.
Oh, it's cool. They're doing language lessons.
The end. The mouth. Oh, she knew that.
Cute.
I could literally watch a whole episode of just this kid fic happening right now.
Yes.
Don't expect you to learn High Valyrian in a day, Jace.
A king should honor...
Oh, he's a cutie. Hate his wig. Why did they do that?
I don't know. That little muffin. His little curls.
To King's Landing, then.
I love them.
Me too.
And I can't wait for everyone to recommend in the comments. There are 1,000 fan fictions that were written about these peaceful years they had in love and marriage together before whatever conflict happened. Can't wait for those. Them melding their families, their siblings getting along, them Rhaenyra accepting her kids, him accept, Down below, archive of our own, please. We're grown-ups. Fanfic.net is a thing of the past.
Oh, what a warm greeting. Find more cheer in a graveyard.
Who are you?
Please introduce yourself.
Welcome back, Princess.
Lord Caswell.
Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, but
Still don't
Ray,
know
like, who is that?
I've never seen this man before.
Sorry to this man.
That's Faith of the Seven. We're like
I'm still triggered by that.
Allison wearing the largest rosary in the world right now.
Is she queen regioning?
Yep.
Fleet ability does not alter his claim.
Let's greet our guests.
Yeah, she has like a full like mother superior thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like she's a second away from hitting us all with rulers.
Yeah. Oh my god, his Lego city is covered in cobwebs.
Imagine being like the legit queen, like the next in line, and being so scared to be in your home. I also know she doesn't need to, but it wouldn't surprise me if Allison was like skipping some meds or whatever.
You look good.
Who goes there?
Father. It's me, my king.
Help me up.
They both love him so much.
Yeah.
Perhaps the only people that still do.
It has been so long.
There is a petition to decide upon the succession of Driftmark and the heir to the Driftwood throne.
It's interesting, this tact, because it's clear they have to do that, but like she doesn't like to do it, and truthfully Daemon didn't like to have to like interrupt this like reunion with it. Now that's a baby that looks like its dad.
Yeah.
And this is Viserys.
Okay, I was real close.
She's pregnant with the third. Do you think that's the same kid that played the other baby Aegon? It looks the same.
The genes in that family, they run.
They're like, we're not hiring that many babies.
This?
Yes.
Smell it.
Yes.
Smell it. Yeah, good job, Daemon. Allie.
I brought her here immediately. She's seen no one else, you guys.
This poor handmaiden that's been serving Allison for years is like, you look thin, my dear. Are you okay? Blink once if you need rescuing.
I asked him to stop, you guys. He did. Truly. You must believe me.
Your son's a rapist. Good mothering, Allison. Okay, that's really not your fault, Allie. I'm sorry. My anger at you sometimes makes me like say things I don't actually mean.
I know it wasn't your fault.
Okay, I appreciate this, Allie, but I am cautious about what you're gonna do next.
Mm-hmm.
But what I worry about is what others might believe.
Oh, Allie.
You were alone with the prince, were you not?
Yes.
I know
I take back what I said. This is your fault.
that you're the sort of girl that might have enticed him in the first place. And you know what happens to girls like that.
So I'm going to say again that Allison is a hypocrite because she's been preaching sexual morals and her child is a goddamn rapist and she's not going to go stop him, is she?
Yeah, where's the conversation? Oh, wow. She literally handed this woman a gold.
And
yeah,
moon tea.
Well, she's literally holding a glass of hypocrisy right here.
Olivia Cook is a really brilliant actor.
Yeah. I just watched all
everything we just said went across her own face.
What is it? What is it? That's all you can say for yourself.
Something happened.
Hey.
Why? What is it today?
I do think this actor looks younger than the last one. So
I also don't understand why. I think the casting actually was bad because he was like the tall, slim, like elfin featured one of the two.
You are no son of mine.
Oh boy.
I try so hard, but it will never be enough for you or father.
Now, like Alicent's own experience coming out of the child's mouth.
He looks like a different person.
And blinks and wheezes. For the king's suffering, did the maesters also prescribe the removal of Targaryen heraldry and the installation in its stead of various statues and stars?
Is just and commands me to forget the accusations you have held in this room today.
Don't do that little smile. This conversation is not over. I think we're about to see Hottie McEye Patch. Also, for everybody in the comments that knew about our Fire Emblem reference, you guys are soul sisters now.
Yes.
Tessa and I have played that game 5 times.
Yeah. We have played every storyline. What happened to little Lukey's curls?
No one would question me being heir to Driftmark.
Oh my god, I love his hair. I love it already. And I love that he's beating Kristen Cole right now. That's a good entrance for anyone.
Yeah. Kristen's signature flail there. That's what he beat Daemon with in the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit about Tawnies. Nephews?
Oh, he's got crazy eyes.
Sure does.
Love it.
I just kind of feel like physically they should have switched the two actors because it tracks better.
Yeah.
He looks a lot like Matt Smith, which is an interesting choice.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, the guards marching Vaemond in wearing Hightower armor, not Targaryen armor.
What we do for the good of the realm.
Oh, shut up.
The realm has enjoyed a long peace.
We're here to fuck it up.
It's got a little boring.
We must, of course, act in the interest of our subjects.
The camera really loves her because she's performing all the time, like in every scene. So they really want you to see all of the acting she's doing, which I appreciate because she's not doing that work for nothing. Like Allison is clearly very conflicted.
Whether you'd speak for or against the suit brought by Sir Vaemond, but then I realized you intend to advocate for yourself.
Interesting.
I loved your son.
I wish that they had let Mom in on that. I know that she wouldn't have gone along, but
I did not order his death. Nor was I complicit in it, I swear this to you. Back Luke's claim, and let us betroth Laena's children to mine. Baela will be queen of the 7 kingdoms.
They force you to your knees, and I must stand alone.
Their relationship has been really interesting from the beginning.
Yeah, I do. Although she's not interested in the ambitions of her family. That was her husband. So I do wonder if it wouldn't have been smarter in the long run to have let her in on the plan.
Yeah, yeah.
But she is loyal to her husband, which is like a hard thing.
But Corlys being gone for 6 years, you know.
Yeah, but we didn't know that he was going to be.
I mean, I think they've had time in the last 6 years with him gone, you know.
Yeah.
My only child.
I am but stressed. And I can't help but say, Rhaenyra, why didn't you think before you acted? I love those boys, though, so I can't really begrudge you.
I know, they're sweet. Oof. No. We don't need to.
I don't like that he's watching over these proceedings.
Are gathered at the Red Keep. I want us to dine together.
This poor man who's just always wanted for his family to get along.
Yeah.
It's too bad he was a king. That's a fair ambition for a man.
Yeah, he would have been so much happier as just like a lord with a family. And
yeah.
Bring milk of the poppy.
No. Come on, you can do it. Viserys, refuse it. Yes.
My queen. My Lord Hand.
Vaemond didn't like Daemon back when they were fighting together. And I'm sure it didn't help that Daemon giggled at the funeral.
The true, unimpeachable blood of House Velaryon runs through my veins.
As it does in my sons, the offspring of Laenor Velaryon. If you cared so much about your house's blood.
His son being like,
yeah.
Self and for your own ambition.
You'll have chance to make your own petition, Princess Rhaenyra. Do Sir Vaemond the courtesy of allowing his to be heard.
What do you know of Velaryon blood, princess?
Help.
Could cut my veins and show it to you, and you still wouldn't recognize it. This is about the future.
I think that's a fascinating hairline you have.
Yeah. What do you know of hairlines?
My house and my line above all.
It's hard because I do think they have a point.
They very much do.
I think Rhaenyra's offering to the mom was a good one.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And I know people in the comments said that.
If I am to grace this farce with some answer, I will start by reminding the court that nearly 20 years ago in this very...
Papa! Yes!
King Viserys of House Targaryen!
I will cry.
I just really want this to be a good moment for Viserys.
Me too. Oh, they're giving him the music. That line where he says, "My only child."
Oof,
it's telling. Yeah, how? With this
Phantom of the Opera.
Said, I'm making an entrance today. Yeah. How many times have your sons gone to visit their father, Allison?
To be fair, I don't think Viz was, a great dad to them.
That's fair. This is exactly what I mean by letting the space tell the story. Like, I'm getting so emotional, like, with watching him walk to this throne.
I will sit the throne today.
And this journey for him of, like, cutting his hand on the throne and him finally, like, earning his seat in it today.
I will be fine.
I will be fine. I don't need help. Although, perhaps you should have had help.
Well, that's not good.
I said I'm fine. Come on.
This storytelling, yo.
I do not understand why petitions are being heard over a settled succession.
You roll those eyes all you want, Ali.
Lord Corlys's wishes is the Princess Rhaenys.
Interesting.
She was calculating when he was walking in, so I don't know what she's going to do now.
As a matter of fact, the Princess Rhaenyra has just informed me of her desire to marry her sons Jace and Luke to Lord Corlys's granddaughters, Baela and Rhaena.
They're happy. They love each other.
Cute.
That's adorbs.
The matter settled.
Oh, Mr. Egg is not happy over there.
Egg.
That's what they call them. The Eggans, they call them Egg.
I love that.
The next Lord of the Tides.
They're literally so happy back there, the girls. They're like, I get to marry my stepbrother.
Yet you dare tell me who deserves to inherit the name Valari?
Bye-bye. Go throw your hissy fit somewhere else before you lose that head, sir.
Not allow it.
Allow it. Do not forget yourself, Vaemond.
Yeah, he said I'm going to be a king today, so.
That is no true Valaria.
Oh, shit.
You may run your house as you see fit.
Okay, you're gonna die.
Vaemond, did you not see him just limp all the way up here? He's not in the mood today.
Also, this is now completely self-serving because your house is gonna end up with it. So now we know this was just about you. Damon's like, please let me do it, sir. I volunteer to kill this man.
Her children are bastards!
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And she is
oh, boys. You
a whore.
Oh, shit.
Absolutely not. Not here, not today, not on my throne.
Well, have your tongue for that.
Well, Jesus!
He can keep his tongue.
Disarm him!
No need. He's like, I just wanted a family dinner.
Father?
I will not close my mind.
Really too bad they don't have like a penicillin, moxicillin, nothing.
I mean, he called the queen a whore.
Yeah.
In the middle of the throne room.
Yeah.
Daemon said, don't mess with my family. And I support him. I think it's rough for her to have seen another one of her family members killed by Daemon.
Yeah.
That is not great.
We couldn't have put the head a little closer while we really went through with the family dinner, huh?
I love it. I love it.
This is gonna go well.
It's Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
it's Thanksgiving at this bitch.
Nobody mentioned politics. If one person mentions politics. How interesting. Is Allison wearing blue?
Yeah. Or is it just like a green? Is it a bluey green?
Prayer before we begin.
Oh my god, Allie.
May the gods give him rest.
Steven, you cannot make that face about the man you just killed.
For celebration, it seems. My grandsons, Jason and Luke, will marry their cousins, Baela and Rhaenyra.
Oh, they're so cutely into it. I love that for them.
I could cry. I can't ask this enough. Comments down below.
You do know how the act is done, I assume.
Oh my god.
At least in principle. Where to put your cock and all that.
Let it be, cousin. You can play the gesture if you wish, but hold your tongue before my betrothed.
My heart. I could die here right now.
There's
happy end at peace.
It's best to stop watching right now.
I know. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Is there a brain in there? Why was that so hollow so far?
Let us no longer hold ill feelings in our hearts.
I don't think that's gonna happen for you.
Dragon remains divided. But set aside your grievances.
Well, you really shouldn't have let Otto come back. Because he poisoned Allison, just like she has in turn poisoned her own children.
This is how you know who's the mean one in a fight. Because Rhaenyra would fully do this for him. But she knows that Allison won't. Like, Rhaenyra would be like, let's make bygones bygone.
I wish to raise my cup to Her Grace the Queen. I love my father. But I must admit that no one has stood more loyally by his side than his good wife. And my apology.
She really took that in.
Hiring good actors.
I raise my cup to you and to your house. You will make a fine queen.
That's why she's in blue.
Yeah.
So that they could have
one last dinner.
Oh, Aemond has not forgiven the eye thing.
I regret the disappointment you're soon to suffer.
She really gave him a side eye.
Not satisfied. All you have to do is ask.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
To Prince Aegon and...
I'm stressed.
Seen each other in years, but I have fond memories of our shared youth.
We haven't seen each other, have you?
Lies. To you and your family's good health, dear uncles.
Look, this pair right there, they're a match made in heaven.
To you as well.
Again, with the little friendly shoulder punch.
This is so Thanksgiving. I can't even handle it.
It's beneath the boards.
Oh, what'd she say? What'd she say?
Beware the beast beneath the boards.
Married soon. It isn't so bad. Mostly he just ignores you.
Honey.
Except sometimes when he's drunk.
Oh, sweetie. Scattered laughter. That was Damon's laugh. I know Matt Smith's voice. What are you doing, Jace? You boys are gonna cause so much trouble.
Look, I would die for that one. Rhaenyra's children are my heart.
They're so sweet. And I'm very stressed.
Yeah, anytime we have these little... The music started playing too joyfully and... Uh-oh, I'm getting wedding flashbacks.
This is gonna go really bad.
I'm so stressed.
I'm very anxious.
Maybe it will end happily. Maybe he'll die here with this happy
and not have to see any further.
Uh-oh. Don't remove him, though. He's the little band-aid. No. He's really sitting there very still with...
Oh, no.
Things are...
Don't do it.
No.
Keep your little mouth shut.
Hey, little squirt.
Final tribute.
Fuck.
To the health of...
Look at Allison, like...
Luke. And Joffrey. Each of them handsome, wise...
You also have 2 more nephews, just an FYI. We met them earlier in the episode.
Strong. Do you not think yourself strong?
Oh, fuck!
Oh my god.
Why would you say such a thing before these people?
I was merely expressing how proud I am of my family, Mother. Though it seems my nephews aren't quite as proud of theirs. Wait!
Why did David just dog trainer them? Oof. The space.
Interesting.
He dog trained both of them.
Sure did.
He said, I'm alpha in this room. Back the fuck up.
Back to Dragonstone. You've only just arrived.
Please be friends again. I know you're not going to, but I want it.
Let me see the children home. I'll, return on Dragonback.
Wait!
The king and I would both like that.
Guys! Wait a second! I loved that. Oh my god, he's wearing his cloak of mischief. Do not go back to her. No! Daemon!
I'm not positive it's him.
Oh.
I told you!
Did
she was a spy.
That! You called that!
I said I thought maybe she was Rhaenyra's, but I knew she was a spy. I guess it is green.
In different lights, it's different colors, which is, I think, telling.
You wanted to know if I believe it to be true.
Believe what to be true, my king?
No, no, no!
It is you.
Wow. Well, that's interesting.
Oh, my love.
Oh my god. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful dust scene. Like Emma greeting him there at the end. That's really lovely.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry. That was just so beautiful. Especially for something that holds so much importance for the whole series. Like, we've all been waiting for him to die and for them to, like, I mean, truly we have, right? Like,
yes.
It's been a slow and painful death for him, and for him to have that peace and to see Emma at the end. Yeah. It's very like, my love, take your time. It's only a matter of,
it's only a matter of time. Fascinating.
Just how strongly and heavily everybody feels about this.
He knows that those children are not Velaryon.
The actor is still mad. He took it personally.
Knows it.
Yeah.
It's the pink elephant in the corner that nobody wants to talk about, but Vaemond is the one person who will talk about it and who will speak out about it.
I love that.
Well, Uncle Vaemond, this was maybe not wise, though.
He said, ain't no way my legacy is going to these white chillins.
Yes.
He said, are we all gonna pretend we don't see it? He's like, look at my other family. Right. And look at those chillins.
Here are my mixed nieces. These boys
are white.
I have to say this. He did it from behind. Didn't come to me face, did he? Nah, mate. Couldn't do that.
This actor is my favorite. I love him.
He's so fun.
Do it to my face today.
Nah, mate.
Allison realizing her kids are the drama.
Yeah.
Being like, oh my god, keep it together. Like, her whole thing, she was like, oh my god, my kids are gonna do it bad again.
But in history, he kind of was the right man for the job, 200 years later.
No.
So he does have a legacy.
You certainly have a legacy.
Yeah. I think it was a really fascinating choice to hinge everything that's going to come forward on letting Allison have the same righteous belief that Rhaenyra does, that she is saving the land from a dark and cold incursion. I think that was a really brilliant choice. I don't know, because I haven't read it, but I don't. No, I know for sure. That definitely wasn't in the book, because this whole like Song of Ice and Fire prophecy and everything is not in the book. It's only in the show. So it's really interesting to use that in that way.
Well, let's speak about this episode. Yes. It was excellent. The direction, excellent. The acting, excellent. The writing, superb. It was just so well done. It was the perfect ending. I loved them. I loved Rhaenyra and Allison coming together.
Yes.
It was so
I love
joyful.
Every moment in this show, post episode, 2, that they've almost fix things between Rhaenyra and Allison is so good. I do note, I don't think it's a coincidence that we barely saw Kristen and didn't see Larys Strong at all in this episode. We like minimize the poisonous people around Allison and let her like have a chance to like be the true person that she is, even though her dad, of course, is still like doing his best. But yeah, oh, that was so good.
And also it was so good for us to open up with Allison having to deal with her terrible son's wrongdoings because she felt bad about. I certainly don't agree with the way she handled that situation in like threatening the victim.
Yes,
but I do think she hated that her son did that, and I think she regrets the way she's parented them. Certainly, like even when she saw how calm and gracious Rhaenyra and stepdad Daemon's kids were, and then her kids were causing all of the drama. Like it was like we were all sitting on that table. We all saw Grandpa was really sick and having a hard time, and we were all just gonna be like good for him. And everybody was like following the rules except for family Allison.
Right.
Like even
and then Luke, though, he did set it off there in the end.
His little laughs.
Yeah.
Okay, but Luke's like actually a child and he's a grown man. So
like
Luke is like still like what, 14? Like
right.
Also,
I love that.
Also, Daemon in command of that room, that was really interesting. First, I loved that the stepsons like listened to him and were like he like stood up and was like, it was a very like don't make me get your father moment. Daemon stood up and was like, boy, back up. And then when Daemon stood up against Allison's son, he was like, I did just watch you slice a man's head in half and laugh about it at this dinner table. So I don't know if challenging you is really, but I do think that obviously that battle is going to come at some point. The dragon v. dragon.
For sure. Yeah, the way, that stare down was, and I think that's why they cast an actor who looks so much like Matt Smith. I think it's a funny choice, but anyway. Wow. Interesting to have Viserys also lose an eye. I think, like his son. Wow, speaking of his son, him telling Rhaenyra, "You're my only child." Ooh. No wonder those are all fucked up kids.
Yes, I do wonder though, because he seems to be stuck in the past. I do wonder if actually that was just like a slip up, like with him calling Allison Emma. But also he flinched when Allison was like, our son, Vaemond, and he was like, I don't have that. I don't claim him.
Well, I mean, I definitely think it was him not being completely in his right mind, but I think it is an expression of the way he truly feels, because we saw that last episode when he was only interested in standing up for Rhaenyra and Rhaenyra's children, and basically was acting like it was some stranger that just got his eye gouged out. That's true. Interesting parenting from the person we've regularly talked about as a really great dad.
No, that's an excellent point. Just so many deep layers in this show. I can't speak enough about how much I love the Rhaenyra Daemon family. I love that their kids are going to be betrothed to each other, and they already clearly love each other. Like, they're all so happy.
That was very cute.
He said, don't speak about my betrothed that way.
Yes.
And then when he was like getting a little stressed, she was like, Jace, it's not even worth it.
Right.
And then wait a second. When he offers to dance with That
was very cute.
That was extremely sweet.
Yes. Poor little Helena.
Yeah.
But so apparently she has children, right? Didn't she say something?
Yeah, Diana, because she comes in and is like, where's Diana? She was supposed to look after the children. And then poor Allison just hugged her daughter. She was like, oh my God, my only sweet one.
Right. Oh, messy.
What did she say about the table? Something about...
She said like, beware the beasts under the board.
Oh, the board.
But the board, I mean, the board does refer to a table.
Right.
But that was an interesting phrase.
Like under the floorboards, like, I think it just means like the facade. Like, I don't know.
Probably what she was saying was, beware, like, yes, under this table we're all hiding.
Yeah. Our true feeling. Which, like, it's not a grand prediction, but, good on you. Not all our visions are golden ones.
Right. I loved the moment of Daemon helping Viserys to the throne. I thought that was really gorgeous. And I thought Daemon was so interesting in this episode with his relationship to Viserys, because he's trying to be like Mr. Smarmy, smirking and all. But you can tell like a real feeling in seeing his brother brought this low. And then I just thought it was a really gorgeous moment, him walking him up there, and it reminded me of all the way back in episode 1, the first time Daemon gets banished, when Viserys is on the throne and the Kingsguard stop Daemon from walking up to speak to him. That's when he's warning him against Otto, and he tells him, these people know that you're weak and they're using you. You've never listened to me. You've never leaned on me. So I thought that was a really beautiful way to bring that full circle and have Daemon sit him in his throne and put the crown on his head.
Yeah, it was, and it also clarified what we've been saying from the beginning. Daemon doesn't want the throne. He's had different things at play, and he loves his brother. That's always been clear. He's always been desperate for his brother's approval. And to your point, he's always like smarmy and smart with his words and all of that. But today we saw him stumble on his words.
Yeah, that was him stuttering as he was standing at Viserys's bedside.
It was just really warm to see those two really nurture this older man that they both loved. And then honestly, their love for him that was so evident and pure, even though they were asking something of him, they would have shown him the same kindness. Like even Rhaenyra, she went back, but she didn't push him. She didn't beg him, and she didn't expect him to show up,
Right.
But Allison, I think seeing that really did remind Allison of like that she did used to be the kind of person that cared for him, and her kindness. Like I think she really took what Rhaenyra said to heart about her, and it refocused her. Now she's a little bit confused now. She's that meme, that one that's like, she got the spirit. She's wrong, but she's got the spirit.
Yeah,
because now she's on some holy mission that is not for her, and it's a mess. Now, I do think in my fantasy, we get a couple seasons down the road, I think there is a world where they do team up again.
Okay.
I think there's a world where, and I'm not sure if it's permanent, where they could be on the same side again, even if it's at one of their deathbeds, like if that's like the arc of their story.
I was really interested by Alicent's genuine tenderness toward Viserys in this episode. I think in the last episode, we didn't really, not the last episode, the one before that.
The first episode you see them and the time.
Yeah. Yes. Where her like fussing over him it didn't seem very genuine. And then when they had like a disagreement and she like stopped helping him, all of that, it was very different. But there was like a real feeling there in this episode and a real compassion, which I thought was really interesting. And of course, I mean, for what it's worth, he was definitely married to Allison longer than he was married to Emma. You know, it technically is a more significant relationship.
Right. And I do think Allison, like, when they first were married, like, one, he could have made that a lot worse for her. I know, like, we saw that awful scene where he called her in at the middle of the night. Like, I'm not saying they were perfect, but I think she was genuine when she told her father, like, it's nice to talk to somebody. Like, yeah. Like, I think they had a genuine connection, because I don't think Allison was a very good actress when she was younger. Right. So I think what those conversations they had were real, if not, like, you know, romantic in nature. There's a love there between them. And I think she did care for him, and it was nice to see that close as well.
Yeah. We've been talking about this offline, but there was so much promo going into this show about how, like, everybody's shades of gray, there's no good and bad, blah, blah, blah. And I haven't felt that up to this point. I feel like the narrative has very clearly been pro Rhaenyra and putting, like, you know, the Greens as the villains on the outside. But I think this making Alicent's motivation, my guess from the preview is she's going to put her son on the throne. But this making it come from a genuine place that she now believes that she has the same mandate that Rhaenyra believes that she has. It actually makes her motivations understandable instead of just pure greed and lust for power. So I think that was a great adaptation choice.
Yeah. I also think we did an interesting thing, because I think the first 5 episodes, we had the younger cast. I think the first 5 episodes are actually pro Allison. And then pro Rhaenyra comes in the time jump when Allison, on her little hiatus from being a sane, rational person.
Right. Again, being best friends with Kristen Cole will do that.
Yeah. I didn't miss him in this episode. We saw him get his butt kicked for 1 second, and that was plenty for me. Yeah. I do like Vaemond, though. I think he's a little shit, but I find him really fun.
I think he's going to be a problem, but I'm really interested.
I'm excited to watch him be a problem.
Yeah. I felt the same last episode. I thought he was extremely compelling. Again, applause for that young actor. I thought he did a fantastic job.
Oh yeah,
and showing the arc of that character.
For sure. I think he did that turn, that younger actor did that turn to make this actor's performance really, really work. Like, I completely understand how we got from A to B.
Yeah, agreed.
I can't say the same for the 2 actors that play the older brother, but I just personally don't think he's going to survive much longer. I think
he doesn't.
I think he's going to die. He's going to die next episode. He's
too much of a fail son to...
He can't be on the throne. So someone's going to kill him. What I think it's probably going to be his grandfather. I think Otto's going to kill him.
Oh, interesting.
So that the second son,
the one who's a better. Oh, that's
I'm pretty. That's my, like, main prediction, and I thought it since he pushed him up against that wall last episode, and then and then he, like, had a very serious look when he came back with the eye patch and he had won the dragon. I think he was like,
that's a really interesting.
I'm putting my money on second son.
Watching Otto in this episode is fascinating, because when he sees Rhaenyra and Alicent making amends, there's, like, genuine fear in his face. He does not want that. That does not align with his plans.
I am now that we said all those sweet words, I secretly am worried about that dance between what's her name? Jace and Helena, because I worry that means that Jace's wife might die. Because they were that was Rhaenyra's first offering, right? That Jace and Helena be married. And so that just seemed like too much of a coincidence for this show.
That's a good point.
So that stresses me out because I'm really happy about them being together.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're really loving having conversations with you and chatting in the comments down below. I don't know why I said that like that. Hit that bell icon so that you know when next we update. We're watching Andor right now, and we're watching House of the Dragon, and like maybe at one point, shockingly surprised, we might watch a movie again. So you gotta hit that bell.
That would be beautiful. What a miracle that would be.
You gotta hit that bell icon so that you know when it's gonna happen. If you're struggling to wait to watch our House of the Dragon episodes, I'm gonna pitch one more time that I am watching Game of Thrones on my solo channel, and that will be linked down below as well as like on an end card somewhere. Check out that. Check out our other plethora of of videos that we've done on this channel, and have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye. Lord of the tides, Lord of the tides, come into get his queen.